Hello, I'm so excited to be facilitating this wonderful course on scaling ventures, and can't wait to get to know you. I want to do a brief overview of the course so you can have a good feel for what the course is all about, and then I will show you what we have in mind for this course. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start with where we are right now in the course room. So you can see here, this is the landing page. I have a tagline that I included for this course. I have a little mission statement, the transformation of ventures through strategic growth. And that's what we're going to be working on this semester, this very brief semester. Okay, so what I want to show you is that in the beginning, when you land on the landing page, you will see that there are announcements. Whenever I have something important to share with you, I will create an announcement. Right now, we have three announcements to start the course. One is this greeting. So when you see this, you can select it, and then it has a greeting from me, and it also lets you know where you can find this video. And then I have teams. We're going to be working in teams this semester, and it'll be a wonderful experience. I know sometimes teams can be difficult, but I have good feelings that this will work out well for all of you. And then we have an honors component associated with this course. You don't need to be an honors student. It is available to anyone to be able to receive honors credit. All right, so now when we scroll down to the bottom of the page, here's my information, my name, Dr. Rose, my email address. Please do not send emails to me through the FGCU email system. Use that for after the course is over and you need to get in touch with me, go ahead and message me through the email system. But for the course, please use the Canvas inbox located on the left margin here in the Universal tab. So go ahead and select that to reach out to me. That way I can respond to your answers quickly. If you send me an email through the FGCU system, I get so many emails that your email may get lost in the shuffle. But here in the course, I only respond to student emails. So it's a better place to reach me. The other thing I want to mention is that this course design went through the high quality review at the university, and I received the high quality designation. But that doesn't mean that there aren't additional areas that could be improved in the course. And I would love for you to share information with me to make the course even better. The other thing I want to mention is that this course, it has a slight redesign. And so this is a pilot for that redesign. And because this is a smaller roster course, I'm hoping that this will work out well. What we're doing in this course differently from how this course was taught prior is that you will create a report that will actually be a case study that there are two things that you can do with it, one or both. One is that you can present the findings at a conference. We have two conferences available. One is in Austria in July of 2026, and I will reach out to you and let you know about funding opportunities and so forth to be able to participate in that. The other one is in April, is a conference in Fort Myers. Don't get to go so far away, but that might still be something you might want to consider. The other part of the case study analysis that you're going to create in this course is that we can have that work published, which is very exciting. And then you can actually have published work in your name. So we'll be working on in both of those areas in this course. All right, so now let's get onto the course. So now when we go to the modules, we select start here, go to the modules, and it takes us right to the modules page and opens up the start here module for us. And the way I have the modules configured is that I start with the title of the module, what it's about, and then I have sort of recommended work days in the course. Now, this is an accelerated course, So we need to get the work done pretty quickly. Should really expect to be working in this course pretty regularly, almost daily. And so here, this start here module is the work days for it as today, the start day of the course. And it should take you no more than 60 minutes to complete this module. So what you're doing is listening to my video right now. And then we have a course overview area that goes into some information about the course, some additional information. And then there's an optional textbooks. Now it's optional. The only part that I use from the textbook is chapter 4. If you can get it online, great. If not, don't worry because I cover it in the course. So it's not necessary for you to purchase the textbook, and that is why I make it optional. But some students like to go ahead and have additional work, and you're welcome to go ahead and purchase a copy. We have some grammar resources because we are creating a case study report at the end of this course that your team will be working on. So we want you to be sure that you understand grammar and you're working with grammar correctly. I do ask you to use AI to help you with your grammar. You create the content and you ask AI to take a look at it and offer suggestions for improvement. And then we have the university resources and supports for students. So please go ahead and take a look at that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and close that up and go into the next module. Now you can see this is the acknowledgements module, and it does state complete all items. And in here, again, I have extended this for 2 days from the 18th to the 19th. It'll take you approximately 30 minutes. It may not even take you that long to get through this. And this is to let you know, and so that you will acknowledge that I do have a video lecture like this in every single module. Sometimes I have more than one. Most of the modules have more than one. I'll have a separate one for the slide deck that explains the slide deck as if I were in the classroom teaching you in person. I go over the slide deck as if I were right there and you were right there with me. And I do that with the assignments, and I do an overall for the module just to give you a feel for what the module is about. All right, so then, and this is just to let me know that you are aware that I do have the videos in the modules and that you will hopefully pay attention and listen to them because they are a good resource for you to help you through the module. The next is an honors code and acknowledgement. It's a very brief question that you will be honorable in the course and not cheat. It's very difficult to cheat in this course anyway because of the hands-on work that's involved. There's a learner information station that here you would just give me some basic information about you. Want to learn a little bit more about you and also want to have your cell phone contact information if for some reason I need to get in touch with you. I would only do that if absolutely necessary. And then there's the attendance verification. So now, if you are an entrepreneurship major or minor and you have already completed the attendance verification, the survey for entrepreneurship, then all you do is put in your user ID here. If you have not, please complete the survey so we have a record of it, and then you use your user ID for the other entrepreneurship courses that you take. All right, so now the one thing that I want to point out to you is you need to complete all these items, and it's just a real quick quiz. Answer the question, yes, you will comply, or yes, you're aware. And then once you have completed that, then module 1 will open up. The prerequisite for module 1 is that you need to complete the acknowledgement module. Then this will open, and let me go ahead and give you a feel for the modules. So again, the modules all start with anticipated or expected work dates, and then the amount of time that you can expect to spend in this module. Here is my video lecture for module 1. And then I also have for each module, the numbered modules, I do have like an overview and how the learning objectives align with the course content. There may be some readings in the course, so that would be under the readings heading. Here we have one reading. We have resources in the course. This is a slide deck, and I am lecturing from the slide deck, so just as if you were in the in-person course. So I provide you with that feedback. And then there is a final project, preparing for the final project. So that's, I'm sure you'll find interesting. And then the optional honors component, I go into more detail. Then we have an assignment tab. So for in module one, we have a reading quiz. So anytime there's a reading, there's usually a quiz associated with it so that you can demonstrate that you read and are understand the reading. All right, so then we have a video introduction. I've already included my video introduction here. Gives you a little bit of information about me. Can't wait to hear about you. And so that's how the modules are laid out. And what I want to also show you is that we have the syllabus is over here. If I select the syllabus, it will take me here. And this would be the entire syllabus that you can download. And in here, I have some, you can, my telephone number in my office location. I am in my office during this course from 12:30 to 5:30, just before another course that I have starts. So if you wanted to meet with me in person, you may on Wednesdays. If not, I'm available over Zoom if you want to have a one-on-one conversation, and we can discuss things. So please, I make myself available just about all the time, mornings, evenings, afternoons, whatever suits your schedule, I'll make myself available. Now, I just want to preface that I do tend to go to sleep early and I'm up early in the morning. So if you send me a message at, say, 8 or 9 o'clock at night, I'm probably not going to see that message until the following morning. So keep that in mind. All right, so then we just have some, prerequisites and so forth for this course, some topic, the course overview, the course grading breakdown of what's involved with the course. There are the reading quizzes, there are some discussions, and then there is a final exam in the course. There are the case study analysis. You will be analyzing some case studies to prepare you for the case study that you'll be writing. And then, so this group project for the final project, the case study, it is broken down in many different sections. Now, all the drafts, there are 4, they're basically complete or incomplete. And you can turn in, if you need to improve on the draft, you may return it in. So I don't hold you and penalize you if you have not completed it completely. So you're able to resubmit drafts over and over again until you know that you have it the way you want it. All right, and then the final report, once you've submitted that, all bets are off for the drafts. I go in that detail with that section, so you will see how that all works. There is a slide deck that is required at the end with a presentation, and then you have your team grading sheet where everybody grades one another. So then I have it broken down a little bit here with the reading, the discussions, exam, group studies, the team final report, and then the grading scale for the course. I will watch very closely. The ad drop for the course is Friday, the 22nd. And then the withdrawal based on the 3-2-1 rule is September 21st. So I will be watching very closely if anyone's grades are dropping by August 31st, which is right around the corner, then we will have a meeting to get you back on track or find out what's going on. Typically, I don't have too much trouble in this course because there's a heavy group component to it. And it seems that group members they find themselves accountable to the team, to the group, and I don't really have too much of a problem here. All right, so then there are some expectations of what I expect of you, your writing, I do expect college level writing. If the late assignments, now, except for the drafts, that is, but late assignments, if they're late, you will have a 1% per day penalty until that is turned in. So keep that in mind, please. unless, of course, it's some type of an emergency, and please reach out to me and let me know if something is going on. What you can expect of me. So I have that as well. I do have the lectures and the modules, and I reply to your Canvas message within 24 hours, Monday through Friday. Typically, I do it very quickly. So just keep that in mind. And then the response to assignments, providing with feedback and a grade, usually within 48 hours, Monday through Friday. However, this course is accelerated, so I work very hard at giving you feedback the same day that it is submitted, even when it's submitted early. I mentioned the optional honors component here, which is very exciting. And then the communication within the course, in which is discussions and so forth. We just ask you to have good etiquette expectations there. Attendance policy, of course, it's an asynchronous online course, so there's no actual attendance in this course. But I do suggest that you work according to the suggested work days so that you don't fall behind in the course. Those are suggested dates, but you do not want to work later than the dates that are on there. If you want to work earlier, that's fine, but not later. Because this course is accelerated, you will fall behind, and we don't want that to occur. All right, so then we do have some learning outcomes and how they align with the course components. And then here, what I'd like to show you is the course schedule. This is nice. It's really everything that's in the Canvas modules, but it's at a glance. So you can take a look at it and say, oh, okay, great. We're off on September 1st for Labor Day. But here's one thing I'd like to show you that I find very helpful when I was a student, and hopefully you will find it helpful too. Well, we know Labor Day is on the 1st, and that is a Monday, but we tend to want to enjoy that weekend before Labor Day. Okay, so what I have here is I do have a team assignment that's due the day before, which is a Sunday, but please feel free to start this course, jump into it, and have the work done ahead of time. You don't have to wait until the 30th to turn in the assignment. If you've completed the first case study, you have a good feel for it, just go right on to the next case study. Don't wait till the 27th to start it. Do it earlier, wrap it up and get it done and turn it in. You can even turn it in on the 27th or even before. So that's as long as all the team members have, put all their work into the assignment. Once you've done the first one, the second and the third become very easy and manageable. I don't think you're going to have a problem with it. So I would encourage you to do that so you can enjoy that holiday weekend more inclusively. All right, so then we go. So that is the methods and challenges for growth section. Here we have the design for growth. Now here is the case study report that you're going to be working on. And then it's broken down as to dates that you will be doing this. Please consider doing the work earlier rather than later. Here I have from the 6th to the 8th. Try to get as much done as you can on the 6th rather than waiting till the 8th. And the same with all the other components of the course. I strongly suggest that you work earlier rather than later. And then we have the organization and the presentation. Here, the slide deck is due, the final presentation, and then I have some other information that I include here. And then we have the final exam. The final exam is actually pretty manageable, so I think you will enjoy that process. There is a review sheet that you can start to populate at the beginning of the course, and it kind of goes along with the module, so you can include that information. And then that will help you. I find that students that complete that review sheet score a higher grade on the final exam than students that do not. Now, this review sheet and this exam is really typical to this course. And so if you go with Google and start doing searches for the answers to the line items or the population of the line items, you may not get what you want. You may get a lot of extra information that really won't help you. So you want to focus on the course. The exam is based on the readings, my lectures, and the assignment, the slide decks. Okay, so which is part of my lecture time. So And maybe there are a few other resources in the course, like videos and so forth, that you gain information from for the review sheet for the final exam as well. All right, so this pretty much mentions how to, oh, incidentally, you can see here at the end on this is October 4th. But if you look at the final exam, it's not due until the 11th. You can feel free to go ahead once you've completed everything in the organization and presentation section, just jump right in here and get this all done. Please, I'm always available to assist you in anything that you need done. So please reach out to me. I'm so looking forward to working with you, and I'm very excited that this course offers students the opportunity to present at a conference as well as to have their case study published. So very excited, and I hope you enjoy the course, and I'm looking forward to your video presentations. Thank you so much.